Well, hello, everyone. This is Heather Picken, empowering fearless female visionaries to find their big idea and upgrade their mind using neuroscience. And you can learn more about my work if you go to heatherpicken.com. I'm also the founder of Fierce Femme Wines, which is a women's wine inspired to create a dialogue for change. And one of my releases I have right here is Knowing Yourself is Like Having a Superpower. And I have to tell you, Jaki Sabourin is my guest today, and she definitely has a superpower. And I wanted to do a quick little video with her today to talk about some of the results in working with me personally. Now, Jaki Sabourin is the creator of Engaged at Any Age, and you can go to jakisabourin.com. I'll actually drop a link in the video below. But Jaki, thank you so much for coming on here today.
You bet, and congratulations on your opening of your winery. That is fantastic. Your own vintage. How wonderful and so appropriate for you. And so I was just really compelled to reach out to Heather to offer up a testimonial because women are supporting women, and that's one of the biggest reason, but also because of what a phenomenal job that she did in being my mentor last year. And she's largely responsible for the success that I'm experiencing in my business. So I wanted to make sure that I circled back and acknowledge Heather and all the work that she provided for me, all the mentorship, all the structure, accountability, which led to a tremendous amount of the success last year, and it's ongoing. So Heather, thank you so much for that. And we can get into some of the specifics if you'd like.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, obviously it does take, being fearless in your business in order to get to the level of success that you reached. And, one of the things I want to talk about or ask you are, what some of the challenges or fears that you personally had to overcome.
Great question. And I know that even in my own business, working with women who want to find love, fear is the #1 culprit. We're confronted with that in every aspect of our life. So overcoming fear and having that skill set to recognize it for what it is probably the most valuable tool that a mentor could teach, their student like myself and you. And so certainly you helped me to really understand, you saw my blind spots. I've been pretty good at dealing with fear over the years, but when I wanted to scale my business, a whole new set of fears came in. That's the interesting thing about fear. You think you reach a certain level and you've mastered these fear-based beliefs that you have, but then you go to expand and you want to scale, and then there's a whole set of fears that come in again. Every time you try to step out of your comfort zone, your mind gets in and all that resistance starts. So it's so important. I can't stress how critical it is to have the support you need, like Heather, who can guide that process and see those blind spots for me, which is what she did. She was able to help me to zone in on my mindset and where the fear was coming from, and then give me perspective. Perspective is so valuable in business because she had more perspective than I did, because she had achieved a certain amount of success that I was still wanting to achieve for myself. So with that perspective, she helped me to see where those fears were coming from, what they were based, and helped me to navigate to stepping out of that comfort zone and stepping into a bigger, bolder version of myself so that I could expand my business. And in doing so, help more women. And that's really what the purpose was. It's not about making money. It's not all about money. It's about helping women. That's what I'm passionate doing. But how do I help more women? How do I have a broader reach? And Heather helped me with helping me expand my programs, helping me up-level my systems, helping me with more mastery around the tech side, which I had a lot of resistance to, because face it, it's like I'm a creator and I'm a teacher and a healer, and I want to just focus on that. But if you really want to be a successful business owner, you need to have a skill set, a certain amount of skill set in each of these areas, like marketing and systems and things that maybe you're not, it's not your biggest favorite thing to do, but you still need to have a basic level. And she helped me to really expand and understand and accept that I really needed to skill up in these areas, so that I was prepared for anything that could happen in my business. Yes, I have a team, but what if one of my team wasn't able to make it? I would be able to step in and delegate. And so she really helped me to to enlarge in my vision and then help create the system to support the vision with that structure and with the support, the perspective and the accountability so that I could really scale. And that's exactly what I did last year. And that's why I'm so excited about where everything's headed this year. I'm very optimistic about 2019.
I love it. I love it. Man, you hit on so many important parts, especially when it comes to growing your business. You mentioned that there's like different levels of fear. Like once you hit one level, it's like, guess what? It doesn't go away. You still have it. One of the conversations I want to talk about is investing in yourself to go to the next level. I get a lot of people that reach out to me and they'll come up with an excuse, well, it's a lot of money or whatever. And so what would you tell a woman right now that has a big idea? She really feels that she can make an impact in the world, but she's allowing money to hold her back.
That's such a great question. I'm confronted that too in the conversations I have with women. And what I like to say is that, so, you're sharing that you're committed to this process, but you have to be 100% committed. You can't be 99% pregnant. You're either pregnant or you're not. You're either committed or you're not. And that's really where the distinction, the separation happens. And as women, we're just not used to, or it hasn't been really acceptable to invest in ourselves. We've done this selfless thing, like give to others so much that we leave ourselves depleted. So we really haven't learned the value in investing in ourselves. But let me tell you what, until you really understand the far and wide reaching value and so many areas of your life, when you invest in yourself, how far you can go when you have someone that believes in you, it's incredible. And I think what happens is a fear of a woman, what might happen is a fear of being seen. I had that. I'm like, okay, Heather, you're going to take me to the next level. And then what? They're going to see me. What if I'm not good enough? All those old beliefs that you think you got all tucked away and done, they all surface again for a bigger, so you can step out in even more bold. So when women hesitate to invest in themselves, I really look at where they value themselves. I mean, where is their value systems? They say they want a man, for example, but they're not really willing to invest in the skill set in order to have what they want, because they don't recognize all the value that comes with having a man. Socially, your life changes. I have so many amazing friends and community because I married my soulmate, Michael. And financially, spiritually, intellectually, physically, sexually, all these areas of my life are so enhanced, and I'm growing and blossoming as a woman because I have the support of a man. So it's like a support of a coach. I invested in myself, and because of that, all these areas of my life are enhanced. And have I gotten back my investment 1,000 times in return? And it continues to grow because of the skills that you taught me and I learned when I was working with you, especially in sales and these conversations about money. And the fact, I used to be afraid to have sales conversations, but now I look at that as service. I'm serving women. I'm helping them enlarge in their view, like you did with me, on what's possible if you had someone who believed in you, and how all of these areas of their life would be enhanced if they would make that commitment, and how much they would get back and more if they could just see that and help them see that. And so I consider that more of a service that I'm providing for them instead of like trying to sell them on something. But I do need to teach them that, this fact that we really do need to up-level our education. It's really like getting an education. I'm a good businesswoman, but I was missing some pieces of my development. And it's simply that. I had to go back to school. I hired Heather. She taught me the missing pieces of my business development, and I was able to flourish. It's the same thing. We think that we're just going to know it or we can do it on our own. Sure we can, but it'll take a lot longer, and it actually costs more in the end because you spend so much more money on all these tiny little systems or asking your friends, and you waste so much time. And when you could have just invested and spent that year in solid coaching, got the support you need, and moved forward much more quickly.
I love that. I love the fact that, you said, don't ask your friends. I think so many times women will have, accountability buddies, and they're expecting to get that level of mentoring and coaching when really they haven't reached that level that they wanted to reach. And so the results are probably not going to be as good as, than hiring a coach like myself. So the question is, if you didn't hire me, do you think that you would have the same results, or how long do you think it would take you in order to get where you're at right now?
Well, I would say that I wouldn't have the same result at all. I'm going to give you, I mean, I did the work, but Heather laid out the work for me. She helped me stay on track. And no, I wouldn't be where I am. I humbly and gratefully admit that. I'm so grateful for you, Heather. And the thing about me is I'm very coachable. I really wanted it. And I would only hire Heather if I knew that she had the success that I sought in myself. And that's why I feel like I'm a perfect coach for women who want to have a committed relationship. I have what they want. I've achieved that level. I'm married. I have a functional, healthy relationship with my husband. I met him online. And because of that, I know I'm in a position to really help my clients because I've had the experience. Same thing with Heather. When I looked at hiring a coach, I wanted a coach that I could relate to, that had the success, the ambition, and the drive, and the vision similar to my own. And I found that Heather had checked all those boxes, and so it was a no-brainer for me to work with her. At first I thought, I was like investing at that level because Heather is a high-level executive coach. And then I thought, well, if I want to be a high-level executive coach to my women, then I need high-level executive training. And if I want a quality man, then I need to become a quality woman. So it's all related. So of course I had to step out of that comfort zone and invest so that I could become and emulate and embody this type of coach that the women want to emulate and embody to get the man. So it's all connected. So it just made perfect sense to me. And what do I tell women? I really just have this heartfelt conversation, and I'm microscopically honest. And sometimes I call them out. It's like, you want this, but you're not willing to do this. So that's why you're going to stay. Nothing's going to change because you're really not willing to change or invest in yourself. You'd rather buy a new pair of shoes or have 1,000 lattes this year than, it's like, it's interesting. We make all these little choices and we add it all up. We could have had a personal coach.
Yes. It's so true. And I think, also being an entrepreneur, having a global vision, you have to expect that there's going to be challenges along the way. So you can't expect to have a really successful business without navigating around the challenges, just like, going after what you do and helping women to find their soulmate. You got to navigate around all of those issues and challenges, but looking at that end result, like this is where I want to be.
Yeah, I love that you just said that there's always going to be challenges. And so that is so true in every walk in life. There's always going to be challenges, but it's your level, the degree that you're able to process through those challenges quickly and efficiently without having any emotion, any drama. You just move forward. That's really is going to be the bar that sets how high you set that bar, whether or not you're going to be successful in any area. And Heather, I can say that you're brilliant at walking through all of those challenges. Not one time did I feel there wasn't a challenge that I couldn't leap because you were by my side. And so when something wouldn't connect, we'd go, let's go look at the marketing, and you'd go straight back and we'd solve the problem. Solving problems became a way that we did it. And that's life. You have to learn to be better at solving problems, because face it, life is chaotic. Life is not just a simple row your boat down the stream. It's a roller coaster, and you need to learn how to ride the roller coaster if you want to get everything out of life. So it's not that we stop having problems. We just become more skilled at solving problems much faster and without any emotion. It's just an obstacle, and life is a series of self-help obstacles. And so you just helped me get better at overcoming obstacles. And now, honestly, I'm going to just be really honest, ladies. I don't feel fear when I hit an obstacle now. I feel the uncertainty of the unknown, sure. I feel like, okay, this is going to take me stepping out of my comfort zone. Yes, it's going to be awkward, but I embrace that. I know that it's going to be awkward. I know that I have to walk through that to get to the other side. But I want to do it because I've already had success because of Heather. So now I get excited. I'm like, oh, good. Another challenge, another problem to solve. So I can get to the other side and help these women, because the more I grow, the more they can grow. And so we have to accept that there's going to be those awkward moments. And in relationships, you get into a great relationship, you're still going to have some awkward interactions. If you want to become more intimate and stay together, you have to have challenging discussions. And this business mentorship that I received from Heather has helped me even in my personal relationships, of course, because I have a higher capacity to process problems.
I love that. So what you're saying is essentially is by working with me, you've rewired your brain to take on the fear, to make more money, and to actually serve, women, serve more women.
Absolutely, 100%. I approve that message.
I love it. I love it. Jaki, this has been so inspiring, and I just want to celebrate your success and also highlight if any women want to reach out to you, they can go to, I know you've got a lot of different social media channels, but what is the best place that they can connect with you?
Well, I love it that you announced it right in the beginning, JakiSabourin.com. I have a link there to book a call with me, and we can discuss some of the options that I have available. And then, of course, if you're looking to up-level your business, you have Heather to turn to for that. She's an incredible businesswoman. She's savvy, smart, and I just really respected her and trusted her with helping me make the right decisions. I knew that she had my best intentions at heart, and when you have that kind of trust, you can go far in life. So thank you, Heather. And thank you so much for everything you did for me. And I'm excited about what's coming. And I know that if I need support, I know where to find you.
I love it. Well, thank you so much, Jaki. I just so appreciate this testimonial and the work that you're doing in the world today with women, empowering women in the areas of love and relationships. So thank you so much.
My absolute pleasure, Heather. Heather, thank you.
Well, I want to just share with everyone that's watching, if you're looking to work with me as a mentor, you can go to heatherpicken.com. I've got different programs, products, depending on the level of what you want to reach, and I'd love to connect with you there. Until next time, this is Heather Picken. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.